Hello guys, welcome back to the Empress channel. It's been a great week na lakini tumeka sana bila kutoa content. It's been a busy week for us, but of course we've missed this platform. Today we are so excited because we ran what is it called? Inaitwa nini? Hiyo ya kuvote? A poll. We ran a poll, and most of you guys wanted us to look at 3 topics. And among those 3 topics, today we're going to look at one, which is sex in marriage. So today we are going to candidly talk about sex in marriage. We are going to speak about sex in our own perspective. So, we have 7 years in marriage, and therefore we are speaking out of experience of 7 years, and this is from a perspective of young couples. I don't know whether I think it all it's all the same, even with, I don't know about old couples, but let us just speak about what we know as young couples who've been in marriage for 7 years, and therefore pick whatever you can and leave whatever you can't. Is that so?
Yes. So it's about, we hope that whatever we are going to say is going to be very valuable to you. However, whatever we say, if some points are the ones that you think resonate with you, I hope they do help you. However, we do believe whatever we are going to share and the discussion points are going to be helpful.
Yes. And of course, it's not a boring topic. I mean,
it's sex.
For heaven's sake.
For heaven's sake.
So welcome and welcome back to those who've been there. To the new subscribers, welcome. We are so excited, guys. We need to get to 1K at least by the end of, at least mwaka isiishe, yeah? Mwaka isiishe, make it possible. So thank you so much for always supporting us. We are really grateful. I mean, we are really grateful. It can never get this better, So God bless you so much for supporting us, and stay tuned. We also need you guys to come out, be candid enough to come out with your stories, speak about what you're going through. This life is so short, sindio? So if you can speak, if you can tell your story just to save another soul, I mean, why not? It doesn't cost you anything. Yeah, so we are really grateful, and therefore we are going to start. We're going to go in point forms so that we can at least tackle a number of points that we wanted to tackle. This is unscripted, mind you. Unscripted. All our videos are unscripted. So that is why we call it raw and candid.
Yeah, candid. I don't know what.
It is raw and no. It is raw and.
We are now discussing about sex. When you start saying about raw things, you don't know what you're heading.
Okay, I'm talking about our stories. Our stories are raw and candid.
Yeah, that's true. Transparent as it is.
Yes, I'm not talking about the other raw. Anyway, so our first question is, why is sex so important in a marriage, babe? According to you.
Sex is the price of getting married. In a Christian context, we are not expected to have sex before we marry. So sex becomes the price of marriage. Okay. So it's one of the major and one of the most important things that people get as a result of marriage.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's vital. When there's no sex, there's so much issues in a house. Frustration start popping up. Imagine from nowhere you start seeing, one partner having some issues. Leo ni aje unakoroga skari hivo. You wonder from, I've been doing this from ever, but then today ni nini mbaya, because that person is deprived. It has been proven over and over that a man, no, I'm sorry, I'm going to take my side, a man who gets sex oftenly or satisfactorily has high self-esteem, does well if it's in their businesses or at work, and is able to to portray himself as a leader more than a deprived one.
So where do you categorize yourself? Sorry, I'm asking this.
Do I look frustrated?
That's a good one. So according to me, it's true. Whatever you've said is very true. Sex is very important, especially in a marriage, because just as you've explained, there are those days when a partner has been deprived. That's the day when you see all mistakes in that person.
Yeah.
Today you look funny, today you're doing things, today you're so grumpy, today you're so, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
And therefore that means that sex actually brings peace of mind.
Peace of mind, positive outlook of everything, especially towards your partner and things around you. It is just the spice in food.
That's the best word.
Yeah, it's the spice in marriage. So I'm not saying that too much is bad, but yeah, it is less is catastrophic, because also it can result to people having emotional breakdown or detachment. So why? You see, this is why I would ask if there's any person who's now seated down listening to us and thinking, what are these guys saying? Why will you get married only to nyima or deprive the other partner sex? Why? Si ungekaa tu na huko tu ukatai kuwa married.
But then sex is not the base of marriage, right?
It is not the base, but it is one of the foundation.
What's the difference, guys? Let's
You see, when you say base, base foundation, ukitengeneza nyumba, when you're building a house, the base is, the horizontal kind of thing. When I'm my point is on pillars. No, it's one of the pillars of marriage.
Okay, it's one of the pillars. It's not the core pillar of marriage.
Depending, it's usually taken as though a house is in a square or a rectangular form.
Yeah.
So one of the pillars, without one of the pillars, the house will be stable, but it can still topple.
That's true. Hey, that's a good example. He's oozing points. Anyway, that's a very good one. Just to elaborate on that, sex is very important in a marriage, because just as you've said, when that aspect of marriage is not there, or it's ni kidogo kidogo, the marriage is not stable. Let's just be candid.
It looks stable.
It looks stable,
but it is not.
But something very important is missing.
Yes.
And of course, that's when unanzanga kupata some, maybe one partner or both of them are complaining of he or she does not love me nowadays. He or she doesn't care nowadays. Anajipatia shughuli, those kind of things. And I think that's very important to point out. Yeah. So
yes. And also that's when the deprived party now starts getting attention or seeking attention outside.
That's true. Hey, we don't want to get there, man.
Manze peana.
Make your partner feel loved.
Peana to your partner. Yeah.
Peana to your partner. Peana to your partner. Yeah. So that's that. And we would actually want to know what you think about sex. Is it the foundation, one of the foundations of marriage, according to you, in my and
Yeah, I think you're even making it very, very philosophical. So the question will be: do you think sex is important? According to you, do you think it's that important?
how do you range sex on a scale of 1 to 10 in a marriage?
1 being less, 10 being
Yes.
uko juu.
Let's know down on the comment section. Moving forward, how often do you think married couples should have it in a week?
Oh, mbona ni spotlight tena? How many times? I will say as much as you can. So the minimum should be once per day. That's the minimum, according to me. You see, look at it in this perspective. Most of the people marry between 25 to 35, right? That's their youthful age. Now, you can imagine if you create a tendency of having it once in a week, twice in a week. You guys are going for 50 years together. But when you guys are in 60s, in 70s, if God willing, but you guys will be having once in a year. So you need to exercise. You see the way mtu sema tumia pesa ikuzoe. Yes, tafadhalini, this is your husband, this is your wife. Peana kabisa. Hata ikiwa kama breakfast, lunch and supper 3 times in a day. Why not?
Iko tu sawa.
We are still at
So
that.
according to me, there shouldn't be planned times, that a married couple inafaa kupeana, like there's an example. I'll give you an example. There's a story I know of, a friend, kitambo. That particular friend used to tell me that they normally have a schedule.
Yeah, there are people who have that.
I don't know how fair that is, but according to that friend of mine, that wasn't a fair schedule according to that person, because the partner wanted from Monday to Friday. From Monday to Friday, is it Friday? From Monday to Friday, nothing. Then on Saturday they can have it anytime, from morning until maybe noon, around that time, if the partner wants. And then on Sunday, you should not touch me, because
It's Sabbath.
no, I need to rest for tomorrow on Monday. And then yes, that was actually the schedule.
Wow.
So it actually used to be Friday and Saturday, Friday jioni and Saturday. So I don't know what you think about that, but according to me, we shouldn't, married couples shouldn't have to schedule ni kama kukuwe na timetable ati this is when we should have it. It actually becomes boring.
So to me, I have a contrary opinion to that. Yes, so fundamentally, you shouldn't have a timetable. You should be giving anytime, every time when it can. However, different couples have different way of doing things, and that is acceptable as long as you as partners agree and you feel it's what works for you guys. For example, you can imagine a couple that they marry and both of them work, and their work is that kind that involves a lot of traveling. So definitely they'll create, I will say a schedule, but they will have a form of discussion around how they'll be meeting up and doing such things. So you'll find, let's say I am traveling on Monday, you're traveling on Tuesday. Please make sure when you meet on Thursday it happens, because now on Saturday I'm leaving again. You see, different couples have different way of doing things.
But you see, it shouldn't be planned. It should be natural. Like, you've been traveling, you've come back, we've missed each other. That's it. Natural,
So to you, what is planning? Because to me, how I'm looking at it is not planning that it needs to happen at 7:32 p.m. kind of planning. No, it's about I am not around, you are not around, or I'm around, you're not. So because you're coming back on Thursday, let's plan that on Thursday it must happen. You see, I'm looking at it differently, because now if it's like for those people who have every time because they are there, and now in this situation, because you're only there on Thursday, we have to ensure that Thursday it happens. So that's planning, but not planning in terms of being like it has to happen at 7:42. No, yeah, those are crazy things. Yeah, hata ni uchawi.
Okay, so well, for me, I still stick with natural. I understand where you're coming from, but still, I still feel like it is just normal for, if a couple that has no pending issues or underlying issues, when you come, yeah, if you're a couple, if you're a partner who travels a lot, when you come back, I mean, it should be so natural. Like, if I'm not getting it anywhere else, then it shouldn't even be discussed we'll do it. No, it is so natural. Like, he will come here, I've missed him, things like that, and it will just happen because it is natural, and it's a natural love. Nothing is being forced or planned for. So, on to our next question. What happens when a couple has pending issues? Should there be sex involved?
Whether there should be sex if there are pending issues. Hey, I'm trying to think, what are issues impeding sex? Like, shida hizi issues ni nini na sex? Those are two distinct issues. Wewe tumekosana because give me an example. Tumekosana juu ya nini?
Umenikanyaga, umekata kunipeleka mahali.
Now abusikia hiyo sasa. Nimekosa kumpeleka somewhere for dinner or something. Sasa how are they even related? You endelea kukasirika na sijakupeleka. Tomorrow we'll discuss about it. But unajua ni aje? Leo lazima nikanyage.
That's a nice one. But according to me, speaking as a lady, yeah, sometimes I've had so many lady friends speaking about this. Like, how would I be having an issue with my man at the same time atake? I mean, it doesn't even make sense according to most of us ladies. It doesn't make sense because a guy will just want, because to them it is, to you it's all in the mind, Ama.
Yes, it's in the mind, and sex is a lifestyle.
So for ladies, or for most ladies rather, when you have underlying issues with your man, I am sure that most of you are not into having it at that particular time, because you feel like, this dude amenikosea, we need to talk about this first before anything else happens. Because sometimes when you have sex, these watu wengine huwa wanalenga hiyo issue na inaisha tu hivyo.
Sasa si sex has resolved it.
No, but it has to be spoken about, because itatokea tu in the future.
Who said all things have to be solved by kuongea? Kila saa si kuongea. Sex resolves the issues. You see, unasema ladies don't want to, most of the ladies, you don't want to have sex when there's pending issues. My question will be in that situation, or to you ladies, as you are saying, do you want those pending issues to be resolved? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes. So, have you ever had the fact that sex catalyzes, resolution of issues? Do you know that? So, when we have it, it creates a good atmosphere. It creates a good, nasikia tu niko na furaha and open to discuss anything you want. But then if you don't give me, I'll still stay there, nimekasirika na mavitu zangu, wenda umejikasirisha na vitu zako, alafu ndio sex imeumia, juu haijapatianwa, everything just gets destroyed. Patiana, mtu afungue roho, and tuendelee vizuri.
Okay, nimesikia. Yes. But don't you think that the other partner hatakuwa okay. I mean, why would you want okay, what's your take on
kuna issue sasa unaniambia utakuaje au utakuwa okay?
What's your take on this should you first resolve it then have it, or have it then resolve things later?
You see, there are so many ways of skinning a cat. So both of them are correct. You can choose to resolve then have it, but in certain situation you can also have it and then resolve. The cat will be skinned at the end of it.
By the end of it, the same job has been done.
Exactly. You've resolved and you've enjoyed.
What if your partner wants it to be resolved first?
Why are you are the one who said you don't like planned things. So why are you planning that it must be resolved for us to have? No, let's have then resolve.
Okay. He wins. I don't know what you ladies think about that, or you men.
Yeah, men.
Yeah.
Mabuda tuko pamoja. There's issues and sex, how are they related? Unajua hizi vitu zinapita two different roads. Let's enjoy the road that is okay.
Let's know down on the comment section. What do you think? Should we first resolve it, then do it, or do it, then resolve it?
Let me, as we are about to complete that question, the only time that I join your camp that let's resolve then have is if that issue relates to sex. If not,
interesting. So, going to our fourth question, does sex affect other aspects in marriage?
Oh my. All fundamental pillars of marriage affect each other. Sure. So considering that sex is one of the pillars, when there's no sex, oh my, I can create scenarios. And let me tell you, the cycle of it all and the issues that are resulted are crazy. Look at it in this perspective. When there's no sex, we said you'll start noting some frustrations coming in here and there from either party.
Yeah.
Especially the one that feels deprived. Okay?
Course, yeah.
So that person will do something that is going to anger the party that is depriving it. Okay?
Yeah.
In this case, let's assume you're the one, lazima ikuwe unaninyima. Let's assume unaninyima. So I start having these frustrations, okay? I might do something or say something that is going to anger you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So when you get angry, now your issue stops being sex. Your issue becomes that I have come out as abusive, I've come out rude.
Yeah.
Now you start doing other things. Trying to show me and making me see or feel that, now that you are rude, I have to do this. Now, I'll probably tell you, let's not go today in that place X. You say, I will go. You see, the cycle continues and continues. And there's even situations where lack of sex has affected finances, it has affected a relationship between you two, and such things. So, guys, don't mess with sex. Especially in marriage. Not especially, in marriage.
Yes, you've had it. And well, according to me, it's true. When there's no sex, I personally have noted during our 7 years marriage, and I know there are so many things that can be affected. You go to work, you already had other issues. You sometimes either partners don't concentrate. When unaona simu inapigwa, maybe hata ni emergency, you don't even want to pick up, or when you pick up, you're like, what do you want? In your mind, that's what you're thinking.
And if you have juniors, and probably one has messed up a deliverable or a task, normally you will probably, yes, kasirika in a way, but then try and rectify. But in this situation or this time, after being deprived and stuff, you'll find yourself overreacting. So again, umekosana na workmates, the work has not been done, you're doing pathetic work because your mind is not there, you're probably speaking even rudely or in a different tone to your bosses. Everything just goes bad.
Let's just say literally everything becomes a big issue.
If you're driving, ndio kidogo unaenda ukihutia watu kwa njia,
You become petty.
petty, road rage. So many things.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
So peaneni all these things to be resolved.
Sorry, what did you say?
Peaneni, kwa sababu you see,
Peaneni means to those that don't understand French. Peaneni means
give it. Give all ye.
make love.
Make love. Yes.
Yes. So on to our last question. What's your take on faking? Faking
Guy.
during sex?
You see, I've never heard, this will be a first, I've never heard of men faking. I have never heard of men in my, I'm in third floor.
You mean hakuna men who fake?
I have never heard. Kwa sababu men, you see, there's nothing to fake. It's either I come early or I come late or I come normal or whatever. There's nothing about faking. I'll enjoy. I will enjoy. Whether you've enjoyed or not, that's up to you. You see, that is how will I say it? That's usually the hidden men sex rule. I mean, I'll enjoy.
Okay.
Now, whether you enjoy or not, that's up to you. So now when you graduate and you start thinking about, by the way, now that I've enjoyed, what has happened to the other party? Okay. Now that's when now you start caring about, whether, she has also gotten to certain points.
Okay.
So men faking, I've never had. Now let's go to the women. Oh my Lord. Why do you fake? Why would you fake? Why?
Okay, personally, I think, I think someone would fake based on what I've had before. Someone would fake if
had ya HE ama had ya HA.
Kusikia.
Oh,
Did you want to confirm something?
Yes, it's actually one of the questions I'll ask after. Have you ever faked?
No. I don't fake. I've told you that 1,000 times. I'd rather not do it, I'd rather not do it. And I've told you that 1,001 times.
Yeah.
I'd rather not do it than fake it because I am a black and white person, and you know that. If I don't like it, I don't like it. So according to me, today Zulema is supporting the topic. Anyway, so according to me, from what I've heard before from friends, someone will definitely, a lady will definitely fake if it's not the right time for them. Let's start from them.
Now.
No, not everyone has a problem with planning about it. But when you have issues, some ladies would rather not do it. They would rather not do it. And if they're forced to do it, or if they feel compelled to do it just because this is my husband, some ladies will fake it.
So you fake because you felt compelled or you're forced into it?
Forced, and of course, either forced or compelled, either of them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on the same lane. So if a lady feels compelled or forced to do it when they don't feel like doing it, they will definitely find themselves faking.
So now let me ask you a question. This is what I don't understand. So yes, the situation is not right. You are compelled or you're forced, but remember, by forced I'm using it very loosely, saying it towards a husband and a wife.
Yeah.
So let's say you're forced or compelled. This is a person you love. So yes, at first you are not into it.
Yeah.
But when it starts, how don't your emotions and your juices, rise up to the occasion, and now you become part and parcel of whatever is happening?
That might be difficult for me to answer because I've hardly found myself in the situation, but thinking critically about it, I would think their mind is totally not there.
The whole time.
Maybe. I mean, um, you see, I feel like there's some people who do it where because they've been forced, or they feel compelled, because this is my husband and the community knows that this is my husband. I don't want him to go out and say that I deprive him. And so probably this lady does not even feel anything anymore about the guy, because they have bottled up so many things,
Yeah.
and therefore hata love yenyewe ni kama ishadai. There is no understanding, but the man wants, or the lady wants, but the other partner does not feel anything towards this other person. So even them doing it, it's like, that's to relieve too.
Okay.
You get the idea.
I'm trying to, but continue.
Yeah, so I think it's a difficult situation to explain, more so if you've not been there. But I mean, that's just that. When someone does not feel you, if saisi feel babe,
Haiwezi kuwa.
hizi kuwa nika neighbor.
We ati ni kama neighbor.
Nika neighbor, by the way, because you have no feelings towards that person, and you don't feel any emotional connection. It is the connection that works here. It is the connection that can make you feel good and feel alive with this other person. So when doing it, if there is no connection, hata una feel nika rape.
Marital rape.
That's a very crude word in marriage, but anyway, it also happens.
Yeah, okay. I hear you.
Yeah, so what's your closing remarks?
My closing remark is that sex is a beautiful thing that couples should enjoy. Please ensure that you do not plan, but also for the men, it's not just about going in and coming out. You need to prepare. We are people who can easily get enticed very fast, but then they require their mind to communicate with their other parts. Therefore tunasemanga lazima tupepete, so it's good for you to make love before you have sex, and enjoy it as it lasts. We are still, as long as uko damu moto means you're young. Enjoy it as much as you can. Ensure that your partner understand your rhythm. Okay, and rhythm, I mean, anajua ukifanya hivi, this is what is expected. This guy has a high libido, a low libido, but whatever, let them understand your rhythm so that you can enjoy each and every moment. Yeah.
Okay, that's a loved one. Zulema has decided that she's tired now, so my closing remarks will be, ladies, don't make it as if it's a favor you're doing your man.
Hallelujah.
It's not a favor, and you men, it's also not a favor you're doing to your wife. It is your right, both of you. Yeah, it is your conjugal right, and God also commanded it. I mean, and if you decided to come together as a man and a woman, I mean, as a husband and a wife, you decided that, you know what, this one, you knew that it was gonna be there all the time, so let it not be a favor you're doing your spouse. Another thing, don't fake. Guys, don't pretend to like whatever your partner is doing. If you don't like what your partner is doing, tell them. Have a candid conversation. Like, hey, there's this other thing that you do that I like more than this other one. Make it a positive correction. Yeah, so that both of you can enjoy. All right. So if both of you are on the same script, then you're good to go. So thank you so much for staying tuned. We love you guys so much, and please make sure that you love your spouse. Make sure that you make your spouse feel loved at all the time. Don't allow any outsider to come and make your husband or make your wife feel loved or feel as if, you know what, I'm feeling renewed. No, let it be you. Wewe mwanamke, wewe mwanaume, make your marriage spiced up. Be creative, actually your creativity inafaa kukua in marriage sana, other than hata shule.
Yes, and creativity also goes to extent of si lazima ikiwa kwa kitanda, si lazima sijua, unajua watu sema watu wakristo uzima stima. You see, as one of the twatwa lady said, bedroom is not the same as the kitchen, is not the same as the sitting room, is not the same as the table. Enjoy your material things together.
Yes, and sometimes ataendeni tu place, yeah, si lazima mkwe tu kwa how all the time. You can just save up kidogo mwende tu place nyi peke yenyu, leave your kids to their shows, and go and have fun, yeah. Just go and renew your feelings, renew your emotions at any time that you feel like. So thank you so much for staying tuned. Keep watching, keep subscribing. For those who are watching and have not subscribed, you 31%, tunawaangalilia mbali sana.
Na wacheki.
So please take us to 1K before the end of this year, and we will really appreciate. Yeah. So God bless you so much. Today we've been 3 of us. You've had Zulema give her points sana. Today she's very active, and we thank God for her anyway. So keep watching.
She wants to say something.
Oh, she wants to say something.
Abu, give her the camera.
Say something. She wants to say. No, she wants to eat it. Okay, say bye.
Okay.
She said it. So thank you so much. Subscribe, guys. Yeah. We love you so much.
Yeah. Please subscribe.
Subscribe.
Like, comment. Thank you.
Subscribe.
Bye.
Peace out.